The subject of a TV has probably been picked apart and done way too many times, but I'm going to do it anyway. No matter what anybody thinks out there, the purpose of a TV is not for your good or your benefit. It's simply a device that pitches you ideas, and because seeing is believing for pretty much everybody out there, all they got to do is see it on a screen. Doesn't matter what it is, that becomes truth, that becomes reality, because that's how weak-minded people are these days. I'm not trying to tell you don't watch TV. If you don't want to, if you want to, whatever, you're going to do whatever you want. But if you know what this device is in front of you that you're watching, even YouTube. But YouTube is just like the next step up from what TV was yesterday. People have dug up patents that say TV has devices in it that cause waves to emit that makes you more susceptible or whatever to whatever's going on. Okay, that's fine and good. It doesn't really matter if there's a device in there or not that is making you susceptible to believe whatever's on the screen. That's probably just a distraction from the very simple fact of what the TV does. It doesn't need any other extra devices in it to do its job. You are the device. And where your weakness and susceptibility is right here, here, and in here. Now, I've asked some people who were alive during the time. I'll use a couple of different examples of this, but since the moon landing's so popular, I've asked people who were alive during the time, and I said, do you believe the moon landing's real? And they're like, yeah. I said, why do you believe that? Because I seen it on TV. That's always their answer. Now, I do know some people that got a little smarter to how I talk or questions I ask, and they changed their replies to, I lived through it. They believe that just because they were alive during the time that somehow that makes their credibility as a witness more effective whenever it comes down to TV or before TV, radio, before radio, newspaper. Another one that I thought was pretty interesting back in the time when it came out was all the people who got real spiritual when the Passion of the Christ came out. Because somebody put it on TV, it all of a sudden made their faith more real. And that's just ridiculous. It took a TV to convince you of something and to be that much stronger in it. Pathetic. Ridiculous. I mean, you didn't see it already without the TV programming you? That's what I call weak faith. That it took the TV to convince you of anything. When it comes to health and wellness, whatever the TV says is good. That whatever the TV says is true, because that's what everybody follows. Butter's good this week for you. Next week it's bad for you. Whenever any store-bought pasteurized unnatural butter is crap anyway, but I won't get into that. The doctors say on TV, go get radiation, go get chemotherapy. Everybody does it because the TV must be true. Just another example of the wide world of the TV. Where's the only place in existence that you're going to see curve of the earth, curvature? On a screen, on a TV, on your portable device, whatever it is that you use, that's the only place you're going to find it. Kids these days are scared of so many things that don't even exist. It's ridiculous. They're scared of monsters under the bed or aliens in the closet, just whatever you want to call it. And the only reason they're scared of these things is because they seen it on a TV. Otherwise, they would have no idea these lies even exist. They probably wouldn't even be scared of nothing. Same thing, it's just today it's way more than that. They got all kinds of stupid things out there that kids are now scared of just because they seen it on a screen. Never see these things in nature, ever. It even works on adults. All they gotta do is put a story on the news about nuclear threat. Nuclear threat is all over, and these guys have the potential to launch nuclear weapons at the U.S. or this one launching at this one, And adults get all worked up over it. And where is the only place you have ever seen nuclear weapons go off or being tested? On TV. Are they even real? The TV says so, so they must be real, right? The TV, the computer, whatever it is you're watching, it's all just one big shepherd, for lack of better words, that guides a whole bunch of sheep, and they just go right after it. They don't even have to shake the bucket. It's so good that they just will follow anything it says. You got TV shows where people are prepping for if the end comes, and then they are prepping. They're worried that something terrible is going to happen. Do they have enough food? Do they have enough supplies or whatever? And I just thought about it today, that where are you going to run to? Keep your gas tank full. Why? Where are you going to run? You should be in the safest place pretty much all the time. I mean, if you're me, I'm wherever I'm at is the safest place. So I don't do things like keep my gas tank full, because if stuff was to get bad, if I'm at home, then that's my destination. This is where I would be holding down the fort. We're the most complex creature on earth that I can think of, and yet we're so easily swayed and easily hurted by simple, imperfect senses. And this is why so many people follow the TV. If they can see it, they can believe it. If they hear it, it must be true. All of these things. So instead of watching so much TV and letting it do all the thinking for you, projecting all the visions into your head, replacing your own imagination, start using the device that you were given. See what it comes up with. Later.